Alright, boys. Looks like we are starting without Zero today. I have no idea what he's doing. Move this over. How's everybody doing today? I don't know where Zero is. It says he is active on Facebook, but he has not seen my message, and he's not responding. He does know we're streaming today. I did tell him that 4 hours ago. So... Hello everyone, hello Steek, hello Nerval, hello... Ooh, how do I pronounce this? Viora? Did I get that right? Viora? Let me get rid of his Skype. Dope. Alright, what do you guys want to do while we wait for Zero? Should I just play chess against a robot? Okay. Let's start at level 1. Let's learn this. Actually learn how to play chess this time around. Oh my god, the machine moves so much faster. How's it going, Sadiq? How's your relationship going? You talked to us last week about a girl you were seeing. Oh, Zero's awake. He just messaged me. He says, oh shit. So, he's awake. Please do more avatar analysis, Zero, please. Well, Zero doesn't do the avatar analysis. That's me. I do that, and my name is Hoodie. Zero does more of like, well, his big claim to fame are Death Note and Code Geass. Though he has seen Avatar, so hypothetically he could, but that is definitely kind of more my realm. Do I prefer streaming on the weekend? I don't really have a preference. I mean, I could stream whatever day, but it seems like Saturdays are the best day. I don't know. I did one stream on like a Wednesday or something, and it, you know, not many people showed up. So seems like more people are just available on Saturdays. Please do more. I do have another Avatar video planned. It's already done. It's already done being written. All I need to do is record and edit it. But right now I'm working on Zero's next video because he hasn't uploaded in a while. So I'm like prioritizing his more, which it should be out. Well, actually, should be out next week in like 6 days. But you can catch it early. We're doing an early live stream of the video, and we're going to discuss it and preview it on Thursday. So if you guys are here for that, you'll be able to see that one early. Kato, the right answer. I've heard of it because Mathwas dropped that name in one of his videos, but I actually don't know anything about that show. Kato, the right answer. CG animation television series produced by Toei. Is this good? Sadiq, it's been a week. What happened? I think so. I'm only on episode 8. All right, how good though? Is it like okay, or is it like really really good that I like need to see it right now? Because if it's really really good, I'll put it on the list because it, you know, same name and everything. I'm talking to Zero right now. We're having some difficulties. Apparently his phone is nearly dead. Oh, Zero will be thoroughly punished. You have my word on that. All right, I get it, Sadiq. I get it. If you ask me, I don't think little kids should not. Sorry, that was really demeaning. I don't mean you as in like a little kid. I apologize. I mean high schoolers. And for reference, I'm not that much older than you, so that was a really derogatory statement. I apologize. Hunter x Hunter videos when? Sometime. We do have one. We have one Hunter x Hunter video already on the channel if you haven't seen it. We'll probably do more eventually, but there's nothing planned right now. Zero doesn't have his next video planned, so it may be a Hunter x Hunter one. I don't want to promise that though. Alright, let me check on Zero again. I agree, one isn't enough. The only reason... Okay, so I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, which is the reason why I don't make videos on it, but Zero has. I am willing to watch it. I'm just a little nervous because... it's like 100+ episodes, and I'm like really busy, so I'm a little nervous about watching it, and then, you know, after 100 episodes not having anything to make a video about. Because even if I like the show, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that I'll have anything to say about it, especially because a lot of people already talk about the show, so I might not have anything to say in addition to what they already said. So if I waste like a week of my time watching it and I don't come out of it with a video idea, then that kind of screws me over a little bit. Dua, let's watch this instant. I will let Zero will be here in a second. He just has to set up his phone because he needs to charge his phone while he's Skyping into the live stream, which I guess means that he has to like hold his phone up for the next 2 hours. But I mean, he knew we were live streaming today. I don't know why he didn't have it ready. Have I seen Mob Psycho 100? I saw the first episode. I don't know why I put it down. I liked it a lot. I liked the first episode a lot, but I didn't. I don't know. I kind of got busy or something. For some reason I stopped watching it, but I'll probably get back to that relatively soon because spoiler alert for my next, not spoiler alert, preview for my next video. So after this Legend of Korra one that I'm working on, my next video is going to be on how to write a good fight scene. So I'm going to be going through a bunch of shows, and I guarantee you I will probably go through Mob Psycho 100. Oh, he's calling. Hold on. Stand by. Hello?
Hello?
Are you here? Can you put on your camera or? Oh, there it is. The boy is back, everybody. Alright, let me get him on the layout. Alright, Zero's here. I'll have you know, Zero, that the people in chat have been very public about the fact that you need to be tortured and killed for this crime against the channel.
What?
You need to be tortured and killed for your crimes against this channel and being late.
Good thing I don't care about the fans. I mean...
Mob Psycho is from the same people. This, yeah, that picture of me on Skype is from a little over a year ago, back when I had bald. Well, back when I was bald. I think that's fine, Zero. I don't think there's any actual practical, thing that they could do with that. In worst case scenario, we just, we get doxxed and killed, but I mean, that's not a big deal. Well, One Punch Man is from Madhouse, but it's not anymore. It got switched, we talked about this last stream, I think. It got switched to, oh boy. I already forget. But it did switch studios. It's no longer Madhouse, but the first season was.
Okay. This is,
Are you good? What are you doing?
trying to get my phone in a decently appropriate place.
Okay. Dude, your hair's getting wild. Yeah, JC,
What?
that's right. I said your hair's getting wild.
Nah.
I mean, wild's not a bad thing. You know, we wildin'.
Wild boys.
Let me finish this chess game versus this level 1 robot.
Hell yeah, dude.
Alright, I'm making the move. I'm tired of this pacifist shit.
I imagine we're streaming the usual time, right?
Right now, it is 5. Oh, do you mean on Thursday?
No, I mean...
Oh, just for how long we're streaming today? Yeah, we're streaming, Wait, why can't I kill this? Oh, checkmate. Okay. Or not check. Check, not checkmate. Yeah, we'll be streaming for the next hour, 45 minutes. Till 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Are you watching Overlord 2? No, but I did consider it. I have not seen Overlord 1 yet, but we have to do a review for this month, so I was going through the popular anime right now, and I did consider revisiting Overlord, or to go back to Overlord 1, but we decided on something else instead that I will not spoil.
Indeed.
What is this?
Why is Silly Willy just listing anime?
Did I miss a message?
Huh?
Did we miss a message from Silly Willy? Hunter x Hunter, Mob
don't
Psycho
think so.
100, One Punch Man, FMAB. X the Levi
Oh wait,
shit.
are these just Madhouse shows?
Oh, what anime to watch? Can I be honest? I watched the first couple episodes in 91 days, and it felt really, it was pretty weak. I did not like it very much. It felt like, so the reason I watched it, this was when I was like getting back, I had taken like a break from anime during high school, and as I was getting back into it, while I was watching a lot of like old school mobster films, so like Godfather, the Godfather trilogy, basically all of Scorsese's filmography, and then I saw that, you know, there was this mobster anime, so I put it on, and just, I don't know, maybe that context put it too much on a pedestal for me, and it just failed to live up to what I expected. Although that was a while ago, so I can't give like a fleshed out opinion. That was like off of watching like the first 2 to 3 episodes. That's what I thought.
What is 91 Days about?
Do you want to pull up a synopsis? It sounded interesting when a man returns to his hometown bent on revenge after his family is murdered in a mafia dispute. So it's, I mean, pretty standard, you know, mobster stuff. What's your favorite comedy anime? My usual answer to this is just One Punch Man, but I haven't seen Gintama, so that you had to preface with that. I just looked up comedy anime on my anime list, and the first one is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I don't know what shit they're on.
That's a funny show.
Yeah, sure.
That episode with Sho Tucker, easily one of the funniest characters in all of anime.
Welcome to the stream. You were only 20 minutes late, but don't worry, Zero was 15, so...
Yeah, so really you've only missed 5 minutes of the stream.
I don't think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood isn't, like, you could definitely consider it, it has, like, shades of comedy, as most, like, long-form shonen just do. Like, Naruto has shades of comedy, but I would certainly not classify it as a comedy.
Yeah.
But I suppose in that vein, One Punch Man, well, I mean, on the spectrum, One Punch Man is more comedy than FMA, but the things I love about One Punch Man, like, I think it's funny. I think it's really funny, but I also, like, what makes that anime great to me isn't its comedy. What makes that anime great to me is the moments like Moonman Rider versus Great Deep Sea King. Like, it's the show's ability to sort of genre shift into the serious tones, I feel, make that show a lot better than just some sort of, you know, haha, make me laugh type show. Have I watched any magical girl shows? I mean, I'm sure I have. I watched Sailor Moon as a kid. I watched the first Madoka movie. I didn't watch the show though. What other magical girl shows? That's it. It's not really my preferred genre. I'm not really into the little girl shows.
Yeah, I haven't really watched any magical girl shows in the sense that I haven't like completed one, but I don't know. I've read a few shoujo manga here and there. Anime films. Hoodie, whatever you say, don't mention Miyazaki. And
I don't know what you're talking about. I actually watched Vampire Hunter D a couple months ago. It was a pleasant experience. It wasn't like super amazing or anything, but it was entertaining. I would say that. What else? Anime films. Hold on. I haven't seen Your Name yet, though. Honestly, I probably should have. I have it on my computer. I just never got around to actually clicking it. Is No Game No Life Zero? Is that the name of the movie? Or are you just saying Zero? It is the name of the movie. Is that subtitled yet? Because I've been meaning to watch it, but when it first came out, it wasn't subtitled, so I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah, can't watch it until I learn Japanese before it gets subtitled.
That's why I really hate looking up release dates for these movies, because this specifically happened for the Kirk on a Basket movie, where it was like, I don't remember what month it was, like, let's say April. It comes out in April of 2017, and then I'm just waiting till April finally comes around, and then no one subs that movie because no one wants to watch it, so I had to wait another like 4 months, and then I finally get around to watching it, and it's terrible.
What, the Kirk on a Basket movie?
Yeah, it was very bad. Well, it was. I don't know if I'd call it very bad, but I'd call it bad.
That's a shame. I wanted to see that.
I don't really have a stance on pirating, but I will say I definitely do it. Like, I don't have a stance in the sense that, like, I'm not super, like, I never join the argument of like for or against it. All I could say is that I am indifferent to it, and thus I take part. So I definitely, although, okay, guys, how do I pirate anime? Because I swear to God, I'm using the Pirate Bay, and I just, like, I can't find any like obscure stuff. I can only find, like, I could find Naruto episodes, sure, but if I'm looking for, some random 12 episode series, that stuff's not on Pirate Bay. Where am I supposed to go for this shit?
Just let our audience teach us how to be pirates.
Yar har fiddle dee dee.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I hate my phone.
Oh, frick. Am I getting fucked over right now? Oh boy. Alright. I cannot beat a level 1 robot in chess. God damn it.
Hey,
okay, I use Kiss Anime, but so the problem with Kiss Anime is that I can only watch shows, and part of why I need to torrent is because I need to edit the episodes for our videos. And Kiss Anime, if you watch most of our videos, they have the Kiss Anime logo, and people are starting to like point it out and be like, this is, just go torrent it so it doesn't have this dumb watermark on it. So I'm willing to do it, and like our Code Geass video doesn't have the Kiss Anime logo, but if I'm making a video on an anime that just came out, I can't find it on the Pirate Bay, so if I go to Kiss Anime, I'm gonna have to deal with a watermark. There's no good solution here, man. I'm sure there's like an anime torrenting site, but I just don't know what it is. And we're not hip enough with the other analysis people for them to tell me. I think the only other AniTuber, like big AniTuber, not big, but like medium size AniTuber that follows us on Twitter is Joe from Pause and Select. But he literally follows everyone. Like he has thousands of he follows thousands of people. So it's not that much of a accomplishment.
Silly Willy, I highly recommend Code Geass. Let me tell you, that show is pretty decent.
The more I've been editing this video for Zero, the Code Geass video, the more I've been like considering watching the show. Because, you know, just like had to skim through all the episodes and I'm like, hey, that scene was pretty cool. It kind of makes me want to just watch the whole thing.
But that's never gonna happen.
Oh, definitely not. For sure, for sure.
You're probably better off playing against random people than you are playing against bots.
It's level 1 out of 9 though, or like 10 or something.
Yeah, but bots don't really play like people. So I feel like, I don't know, this might teach you some bad habits.
Well, listen, I'm not like really playing this game competitively, so it's not a big deal. No, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Bot, take that back, please. Thank you. Is he trying to race me right now? To get to that queenly coronation?
Does Code Geass have fan service? Yes. Yes, it does. It's not like...
It's not attractive fan service, I'll say that. They show a lot of nip, but it's not nip you want to see.
Hey, I take offense to that.
Well, it's not like, yeah, I think Colin is attractive, but the art style, it does not look good. They just, you know, they're not trained professionals in the nipple drawings.
That's fair.
We're not watching Darling in the Franxx. You know who made the Darling in the Franxx video, though? A good friend of the channel. You guys probably seen him on the stream a couple times. Anbu Black Ops. I gotta get his... He has like a bunch of letters in his channel, so I can't really link it to you because I don't... Oh, hold on. Let me find it. Everyone stand by. I'm gonna hook up our friend here. Okay, this is a friend of the show made this video, so go check it out, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you like it.
Wait, why would it be pronounced Kato?
Kato, or just Kato? It's Kato. No. What is this person doing? Oh, I get to choose a piece? Well, honestly, I'm gonna choose queen. Come on. What's going on here?
Uh-oh.
Did I make the wrong move here?
I can't see your position because...
Oh. I have 2 queens now, so I feel like I'm doing pretty well for myself.
That is usually a good thing.
Do you think it's worth it to save my bishop or take out one of the or sack it to take one of their pawns? Oh wait, can you see the board at all?
Yeah. I mean, I can see the stream.
Okay. So look
Especially
at.
with these buttons.
Okay. I feel like it's worth it to just dwindle the pieces at this point and just take one of those pawns. Like I have 2 queens. I don't need this bishop, right?
That's technically true, but you should probably just try to focus on checkmating.
But I feel like it'll be easier to checkmate once I get rid of. Like I don't want this pawn to turn into a queen, you know? Although I could just move this queen all the way down. But yeah, I'll just do that. Let's make it 3 queens, baby. Come on, man. Who are you guys talking about in chat? Jojo? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? What am I just fucking around here? What's going on?
Take it.
Take what?
You could have taken the queen with your queen.
Oh, I could have?
I realize I'm behind on the stream.
Oh, I could just... It automatically shifts back. Well, it will accept my takebacks. Okay, I reversed one move. Oh, okay, with the bottom one. I didn't even notice. I'm so tunnel vision, dude.
Tunnel vision is the biggest problem in chess, honestly. Like, there is no missing information, so the only thing that can ever go wrong is not see.
Oh, I gotta watch his queen dance now. Oh, his king. It's the only piece left. No, I'm not. No, don't forfeit. Dang it. I wanted. Oh wait, was it checkmate? Oh, it was checkmate. Dang it. Alright, I will now play with you, Zero.
Nice. The thing is, I'm in the middle of a game.
What the? You're not supposed to be playing?
Yeah, but I just got in the mood.
Alright. I will play a quick game of Pokemon. Anyone here play Pokemon Showdown? Anyone want to play me in Pokemon Showdown? Like a random game or something? Or we could do OU, if anyone here plays. Alright, let me read what's going on in chat. Looks like a lot of JoJo talk. A lot of them JoJo's in here. JoJo Part 1 sucks. Part 1 wasn't that bad. Alright, I'm gonna play Pokemon.
Very passive position.
Are you almost done with your game, by the way?
Yeah.
Is there any old anime that you guys recommend? What's the oldest anime that I like? It's an interesting question. I, in general, don't love older shows. I'm too much of a, I don't know, a loser to appreciate the the aesthetic quality. Why is your Skype all weird? It's showing the bottom of your Skype for some reason. Why is it doing that? I guess I will just get rid of that. Oh shoot, I have to make a move.
You have to old.
Yeah, I mean the oldest anime I could think of off the top of my head is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 is like one of my favorites. Cowboy Bebop is, I guess, pretty old. Evangelion. Are those like old though? When did Evangelion come out? Alright, hold on, I gotta play Pokemon. This guy's gonna like report me or something.
The weirdest thing that happened to me on Tinder. There's honestly I've seen a lot of weird stuff.
Alright, I can't play Pokemon on stream. I can't focus. Oh, I should have forfeit. I just left. Let me rejoin and forfeit. No, I just did it again. How do I forfeit? Okay, there we go. Did you answer his question? What's the weirdest thing that happened to you on Tinder? I have one that you showed us.
That was actually the first thing that came to mind. But I was like, should I not mention that? Or
yeah, I mean, it's not like we did anything bad. Someone on Tinder had they had posted pictures of them as a little kid, and it was some sus stuff.
Indeed.
Some stuff that like if you had that on your computer and it wasn't your child, you may think like that person may get locked up. Now it wasn't like straight up terrible, like, but it was sus. I'll watch JoJo 100%, but I want to watch something more serious now, something heavy which will suck me in. Something really serious. What's a serious anime? Death Parade was probably something recent. I don't think it's like amazing, but it's pretty good. I watched that like a year ago.
What question are you answering?
Nerval up higher in the chat said something serious, something heavy which will suck him in. Any recommendations?
I feel like you probably enjoy Monster. It's also, well, of course, there's Hunter x Hunter, El Clasico.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how serious you want to go. Like, I don't know. It depends on it depends on how serious you want. What's your favorite anime of all time? So when you put all time in there, if you ask me what my favorite anime is, I'll say Haikyuu. But when you say all time, now I start thinking like, what has impacted me the most? Like, what anime has shaped who I am? That it like transcends just being my favorite anime. And for a question like that, and you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys will think this answer is dumb, but I would say Naruto, because I mean that show is basically why I watch anime, why I have this channel or do anything like that. Is just because I, you know, watched Naruto for 15 years of my life.
Naruto helped all of us grow. I mean, for me, that's a pretty easy answer. I still just say Code Geass. I feel like, I don't know, maybe if I went by the same criteria Hoodie would, I would probably say Death Note.
It's a good pick. The Emperor Champ says, have you watched Death Parade? If that's targeted at us, the answer is yes. In fact, I had a video on Death Parade that I recently just took down because it's pretty old, pretty not good. But yeah, I might remake that video someday. Naruto is that boy. I would agree, Silly Willy. Is an apt description of Naruto. Death Parade is cool. I liked it a lot. I didn't like the last like 2 episodes or whatever. Our last episode. I don't know. I didn't think the ending was all that great, but I thought for the most part the show was really good. Do you guys read manga? I don't, but Zero does. Wait, Death Parade has a season 2?
Oh wait, Death Parade's getting a season 2?
About what? Madhouse Studios and that produced Death Parade as a series met mixed reviews, so the studio's confused. As much studios when it started to give green light to the second round of Death Parade, but there's so many problems. This article is terrible. Is this the only article that talks about it? Yeah, I don't know if there is going to be a Death Parade season 2 based on the unreliability of that article that I just read.
We'll see. If it is true, more news will come out about it.
Zero, have you read Vinland Saga?
No. It is one of the, I guess, manga on the site that I read manga on, but no, I haven't read it.
Sadiq says, when I was a kid, I watched like 3 episodes of Naruto. Didn't really like it, but I really liked Hunter x Hunter in 1999, and I loved it. I guess I just had genius taste ever since I was a kid. You know, Sadiq. Naruto was good, alright?
Yeah.
Repeat that, Zero?
As we all know, taste is objective, and there is such a thing as better taste.
Naruto was my age growing up, and I basically grew up with him. I can't not get nostalgic when I watch it now. I would be inclined to agree. I have a very special place in my heart for Naruto. I will most definitely talk about it in my next video.
Who's everyone's favorite Naruto character? Everyone has to give an answer.
I want to give a special shout out to the love of my life. If you look at Sakura from the war arc and you tell me she isn't the most beautiful girl in the world, the most beautiful anime girl, then you're lying. I mean, just look at her.
I don't know about all that. I mean, C2 does exist.
I don't look at any clamp girls and think they're beautiful.
I will say, the Slender Man proportions aren't for everyone.
Oh, we're getting a lot of answers here. All right, let me go through these answers. No Game No Life, Zero versus Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale. I haven't seen either of them, but I enjoyed No Game No Life, and I didn't like Sword Art Online, so I imagine that would go towards the movies as well. Rock Lee, that's a good choice.
Rock Lee is a great choice.
Naruto's great. Sasuke is best boy. You know, yeah, let's put some respect on Sasuke's name, because he gets disrespected a little too much. Naruto's best. Honestly, it's hard for me to have opinions on actual fleshed out opinions on Naruto, because the fact of the matter is I haven't seen, I watched all of the recent stuff recently, but I haven't watched the beginning of the show in 15 years. So I've watched the beginning of the show, but I haven't watched like the middle parts of both series for a long time. So it's hard for me to have like actual opinions on Sasuke. But I will say that growing up, I liked him and I enjoyed him in the last arc. So, what were you saying
You don't
before
think
that?
it's true that Sasuke's a murderer, right? This guy has like no confirmed kills.
No, he is. I see true love in Hoodie's eyes. Sarah, have you? I'm gonna make an importance of Sakura and Naruto video.
Let's see. I did used to hate Sasuke when I was a child, but I mean he's okay.
I never hated him, but see, I need to separate what's my like, because Sasuke fulfills that power fantasy for me, you know, being like the emo kid with the, and you know, I have a thing for like fast characters. You know, Minato was my favorite Naruto character. Well, one of my favorites in general. So he really fulfills all the 12-year-old fantasies and even some of the current day fantasies. You know, it's hard not to like him. Well, it's easy not to like him, but for me, it's hard.
Yeah, for me, it was really easy to hate him. Just because, I don't know.
Friend is like, your friend wants you to watch SAO and make your own opinion about it. Don't just read the reviews, but you don't want to risk it. I would recommend watching the first 5 episodes. I would imagine that. So we have a review of Sword Art Online on the show, on the channel, or the first 3 episodes, and in that I talk about the idea that like the first couple of episodes, the first episode specifically, is actually pretty good, and then it just gets pretty shitty from there. So if you give it the old 3 to 5 episode test, I think you'll have everything you need to know about that show.
I would be prepared to say watch 2 episodes.
No, I think 2 episodes is, because even if you don't like the second episode, it's not nearly as bad. Like, because even in reference to our video, our review on Sword Art Online, after 2 episodes, you had said you still thought it was like not bad. So
Yeah, but I feel like after 2 episodes, you can realize it's sort of trending downwards, and you'll know. Maybe not. I mean, maybe the 3rd episode will be necessary, but
Orochimaru did nothing wrong and got off scot-free. Well, if he did nothing wrong, then I would hope he got off scot-free.
yeah. Seems like there's no contradiction in your logic, actually.
If you read the manga, Sasuke is the best written character in Naruto.
I read the manga and I don't feel that way.
I think it's hard to say. I have an immense amount of respect for Itachi as like a well-written character, so it's hard for me to give anyone the title. I have titles of who my favorite is, but it's hard for me to bestow anyone the best written other than Itachi. I would at least need to argue it.
No, I don't know.
Of course,
This
I
is just
haven't
news
read the
that
manga,
is
so.
coming out.
Is high school
Toby Rama Senju.
is High School DxD best, or is it just DD? Is that like a Hunter x Hunter thing? Let's just say it is. Is High School DD best fan service anime? I didn't like High School DD. I watched the first couple episodes for my video on fan service, which may or may not still be up. I have no idea, but I did not like it all that much.
I did send you a link to a chess game, by the way, Hoodie.
Oh. I hate the power scaling and it ruined Naruto. I would say power scaling was always something that was pretty bad in Naruto, but it only became like, to me, it only became like really, really abysmal in the last bit of the war arc. Before that, it was like, all right, this is getting a little out of hand, but you know, when it became Kaguya time, then I was like, all right, this shit is actually bad. No.
Yeah, it was Kaguya was a bad idea. I feel like a lot of shonen manga, or a lot of shonen anime and manga in general, have terrible endings. I don't know what it is. Bleach ending was bad. Naruto's ending. I mean, I didn't hate it, but like the end
Oh,
of the
you know
war arc
what?
really started to lose me.
I actually have not seen the last Naruto episode.
I haven't seen like the last 200.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at a certain point, I really like stopped watching the anime
Oh,
entirely.
but you read the manga.
Yeah.
Greek dub plus censored version.
Hold on, real quick. Will we get banned or if we were to show news as this guy?
On YouTube? I actually don't think so. I think we're good on YouTube.
All right, good to know.
Not that we're gonna do that. What do you
Yeah.
think of Achilles? As in, like, the Greek hero? Nothing. Wait, what? I didn't make a move. What just happened?
You pre-moved by accident. Want to go back?
Yeah, can I?
Do it again.
What if I just remade the same move? Oh, shoot. Did I make a mistake here? Whoopsies.
It's not necessarily a mistake.
I am going to lose my knight for a pawn. I would classify that as a mistake. Well, I could just move it, but it is an unfortunate series of events.
Yeah. It's not what you want.
Mirai Nikki is trash. Don't bring it up. I thought it was... okay, so my experience watching Mirai Nikki was I watched 8 episodes while I was half asleep, and then I think I was asleep for the 9th episode, and then I think I just stopped. I woke up again for like the last half of the 11th episode, and then I just stopped. So I would say pleasant experience. Got a good nap in. I have fond memories of Mirai Nikki.
Honestly, I think anyone who hates on Mirai Nikki clearly hasn't seen Higurashi. That's just, or I don't know if this is a hot take because I don't know what people think about Higurashi, but really that shit was just.
I actually have not seen Higurashi. Fate Zero, I watched the first 2 episodes, and I really, really wanted to like it. I really did, but I just didn't. It was just so slow.
I watched Fate Zero. I watched the entire series because I somehow managed to slog through those very, very slow first few episodes. I honestly think it was probably just because I was doing things the way I do, which is to say, like, reading manga and texting and playing a game all while watching the show.
And you still do that. Zero, did you watch the last Naruto vs Sasuke fight in the anime? It was better in the anime than the manga.
Oh yes, actually I did go back and watch that because
I mean, it looked really good.
A lot of people were talking about how good of a
I made a video on the channel that may or may not still be up called Top 10 Moments in Naruto, and it was a stiff competition between when I was doing best fight. It was really, really hard to choose between that one and Kakashi versus Obito, but I did pick Kakashi versus Obito. That one's just like, that one's just too good.
Oh, whoops. I did make a Mal account, and I haven't done anything with it. I've logged on a handful of shows in manga that I really like, and ignored everything else.
Actually, can I take that back?
Sure.
What was that?
The Emperor Champ asked, when Kato reaches 20k subs, will Zero cook for us? And the answer is yes.
Let's talk about us reaching 20k subs. So I don't know how many of you guys how long you guys have been with us, but when we reached 2018 January, I had put up a video called Kato in 2018, and in that I said that I wanted to pass 10,000 subs in 3 months. Well, 3 months later, boys, and we're at 14k. We're at
I'm done.
14K. You know what subscriber count we were at back then? We were at 2,000. We were at
It's true.
2,000. We fucking killed the game, dude. Who just said soccer? Silly Willy, I will kill you.
You know, those 31 days of Kato really did work out for us.
Gotta leave. The soccer thing made me sick. Well, I don't think the 31 Days of Kato like did too much. It kind of just happened to coincide with when one of our other videos blew up, which is coincidentally the same thing that happened to Best Guy Ever. So yeah, we did get some viral videos. I mean, our What Is Truth video is at like 600,000 right now.
And
600,000
people
plus.
say correlation isn't causation, but that doesn't mean correlation is never causation. The King's Avatar?
Oh, that's the that is Pedro talked about that. Is that the one that Pedantic Romantic made a video about called like China did SAO but better or something like that? It
Oh,
had
was
like
that?
it had like a million views. I think if I'm remembering the right anime.
To answer your question, Silly Willy, recreationally, I'm in college and I take philosophy courses, but it's not like related to my future career or anything.
When Zero went to college, not when he was signing up for classes for a second year, he had messaged me like, should I take philosophy? Should I, what was it? Minor in philosophy for the channel. I was like, that's some dedication right there. You know, you weren't even like that. Your thought process was, this would help our YouTube channel. I'm gonna go to college for it. Like that's some real dedication. I like that.
I do now have well, you can declare 2 minors, so I did just end up taking a philosophy minor because why not?
Oh, Puma Feet came because of Math Wiz? That's cool. I wasn't sure how many people actually came from that recommendation video because, he recommends a lot of people in that. So I wasn't sure if we actually... I know that we got a fair amount of subscribers that day, but I wasn't 100% sure if it was like the... for that reason, but it's cool to see that it was.
I don't really know how I want to continue here. What am I majoring in? Well, you guys will be pleased to know that I plan to become the world's greatest detective. So I'm majoring in criminal justice.
Nerval says, I finished Code Geass Season 2 and searched every Code Geass theory on the internet. Which video did you stumble upon of ours? Because we have a couple Code Geass videos.
Yeah.
In process, I realized Zero is a dick. I don't know if you're talking about the character Zero or Zero, from the channel Zero, but I like to imagine you're talking about the channel Zero.
Hey, I'm not a dick.
What about the underground taco business? Well, it's underground. Please don't talk about it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Nerval just confirmed that he did in fact mean me.
Well, you were 15 minutes late, so...
That's only fair. I'm more than a criminal. I am scum.
Sadiq wants to know, are you seriously planning to be a detective?
Hold on, let the Emperor Champ finish his sarcastic response first.
Oh.
The missing taco cheese?
For our underground taco business that he's not supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, like, come on, dude, keep a secret. No one's supposed to know the taco cheese is missing in the first place.
Now our competitors know we're down taco cheese. They'll capitalize off of this.
This is like the best tactic I've ever done.
Do I want to sack my... Okay. Is it... Chat, is it... Silly Willy, you play chess. You gave us advice last time. Is it worth it to sack my queen to get both his knight and his bishop? I'll wait for your answer.
Don't worry, Silly Willy. I've seen you in the comments enough to know you're pulling my leg.
Silly Willy, you gotta give me an answer here.
Ah, shit.
Are you good? Hello, Zero? Your headphones fall out? Did we just lose him? Did his phone just die? Last Airbender is better than Korra, but I still love them both. Avatar 10 out of 10, Korra 8 out of 10. I would put them at pretty... So in my first Avatar video, I had made the statement that they stand side by side. A lot of people have taken that to mean that I think they're both equal in quality, which is not what I was saying. But I have... Okay, yeah, Zero's MIA. He's dead. He'll be back in a couple minutes. I do think... I broke it down with Zero season by season on which show I thought was better. And I do think in the end it averages out pretty evenly, in my opinion. But... consistent... Okay, so the way I saw it was Korra Season 3 was the best out of all of Avatar. But... after that, it started to fall off, and because of that, I kind of rated it in a way that was like, Avatar: The Last Airbender was pretty consistently great, as to where Korra had a really, really high, and then but season 2 was such a low that it kind of ended up averaging out. I definitely don't. Yeah, I don't usually numerically rate things because to me when you say that a show has like a 7 out of 10, that implies that you had like some formula that you use to arrive to that number, and I just think that like formulaic level of thinking is not very applicable. The Emperor Jim says, pretty sure they found Zero in the cheese. Let's hope not. I just gotta hold out. Anime of 2017. What won the Crunchyroll Awards? Was that My Hero Academia? Or no, that was one of the few things that didn't win, I think. Let me check to see what anime came out, and I'll tell you if I've even seen any of them. I have a pretty big backlog, so I might not have even seen anything from 2017 yet. Yeah, I haven't. Well, I mean, I've seen some things, but nothing like to completion. Main Abyss won, though it didn't deserve it. Wait, is my lo-fi hip-hop playing SpongeBob? Am I going crazy? Did I just not just hear Mr. Krabs' voice? Can someone play that back? Yeah, I haven't seen Made in Abyss, but Zero has. He viewed it pretty highly, and I don't think My Hero Academia is like super amazing. I think it's pretty good, but so I would say I don't know what the other competition was like. So 20-minute gamer, how's it going, buddy? Good to have you back. I don't have a I don't have a Mal, and I don't think Zero. I think he said he did, but I don't think it's like updated or anything. I don't think it has like a very extensive listing. I did end up taking the Rook and Knight, and I lost my Queen. So I don't know how that's going to pan out in the long run, but I felt like it was a pretty even trade. Unless I'm a huge idiot. Sadiq, I'm going to have to remove that message. No one's allowed to know. Hugo Agnola, how's it going, buddy? Viora Gaming, peace out. It's good to have you. Jigapuff, how's it going? How's it going? What? What's going on here? Zero proposes a take back, but I don't know why. Ambu Black Ops, I was just talking about you earlier. I pimped out your video. I don't know if anyone actually clicked the link, but I did. Someone asked us about Darling in the Franxx. I said I haven't seen it, but good friend of the channel, Ambu Black Ops, made a video. Oh, Zero's calling me on Skype. Hello.
Hey.
The boy is back, everybody.
Anbu, you're close, but not quite there.
What?
Anbu was hypothesizing why I would offer that generous take back.
I think you're reading the wrong message. Anbu just said hey.
Oh no, not Anbu. 20-minute gamer said that. And he said my chess plays are bad. If he were in this position, I would beat him.
What is why are you proposing this take back here?
There's a checkmate bet.
There's a checkmate here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see it. Interesting. Funny how it'd be like that, huh?
Funny indeed. Why'd my Skype just freeze? What's going on here?
This is God damn it! Why does it always do this? It's always no, because it's your Skype's moving on my screen. It's just not moving for OBS. It always does this at the latter half of the show. I don't know why.
How much ecchi do I have to watch before it becomes unhealthy? See, when you're taking advice about how much ecchi anime you should watch from a guy with a hentai profile pic, that's when things get a little questionable.
Oh no. Alright. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Zero's frozen again? No, he's fine.
Yeah, we're good now. I like Puma's answer. Any ecchi is unhelpful.
Yeah. We must keep ourselves pure.
Yeah. Do not let these women corrupt you.
Be gone, thought. Y'all tell me how Hentai Haven hasn't updated with a new episode of anything in like a week. Hentai just does not come out often enough for like the rate at which I need it.
Interesting to describe as a need.
Favorite genre of anime? I don't think I have one, so I'd probably say sports, but I'm not very specific or like picky or anything.
I do think shonen is my favorite genre, because all my favorite, well, I don't know. I also like a lot of.
Hold on, I'm gonna interrupt you here. Hugo says, "Hey there. There is always okay. I got it. I had struggled reading that for a second. There's always an hentai. Now that's true, but I don't know if this is just me, but that site has been taking a long time to load recently, and that's just like unreliable for how often you need to flip the pages. You know, it's struggling to load after every page. You know how I got to get through like 40 pages or like 23. You know, it doesn't work. All right, let's draw this one out. You know, come on, man. For some reason, I'm addicted to sad anime. That depressed feeling always feels so real to me. What's a sad anime? Like, what's your saddest anime you got going on right now?
The saddest anime? How about Clannad?
Have you watched Clannad? Oh, you know what? You know what sad anime you watched that I need to get around to? Planetarian.
Oh yeah, I did watch that one, and it was a good sad anime. It successfully made me feel.
You can draw your own hentai and fat whilst drawing. I cannot draw, so factually incorrect. Right from the get-go, your premise is off, unfortunately. All right. You had to accept my resignation?
What? No, you just press it twice.
Oh, okay.
Accidentally resign.
Okay. Guys, we will be streaming for another 45 minutes. So if you have any of those hard-hitting questions, hit us with them. We will do our best to answer them. Your line April is trash. I agree, Silly Willy.
Trying to make enemies in the chat. Let's go.
Is this some advanced strat I never heard of?
I don't know. I honestly don't know shit about openings.
Your line April is WLIA. Oh, you asked a hard-hitting question, Sadiq? What was your hard-hitting question? Dude, you are literally just matching me right now. What is this?
I'm curious about what a symmetrical position will look like, or will play like in this situation. Just know that after move 5, I'm gonna start playing my own moves.
I really liked your lie in April the first time I watched it, and then I really hated it the second time. I don't know what happened in between there. What's your favorite video game? Pokemon Fire Red. Or Pokemon Platinum. One of the two.
I honestly play a lot of games. My favorite, like, franchise has been a big three-way tie between Prototype,
Hold on one
Darksiders.
second. Hold on one second. Nerval, peace out, my dude. We'll see you on Thursday.
Oh, hey. He says we're his favorite couple ever. Aww.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, you can keep answering.
Alright. It's been a three-way tie between Prototype, Darksiders, and the Arkham series, which fantastic games, every single one of them.
Okay, 20-minute gamer says, hard-hitting question, how often do you masturbate, if at all, and if so, how much vigor and emotion do you put into it? How much vigor and emotion? I would say I do it too much. If I could just erase that piece of my life, I would. It just takes too much time.
I'll say I don't think I do it too much. I'd say I probably do it an average for a guy. Or maybe even below average.
I would say I'm well above average. Are you two gay? No.
Well.
I read the question and then tried very hard to think of a clever answer, but I couldn't come up with one. So just no. What's your favorite anime like of all time? We answered this one earlier, but so my answer was, if you ask me my favorite anime, it's Haikyuu. If you ask me my favorite anime of all time, that feels like it represents a different question. So my answer is then Naruto. My doctor told me that if I don't stop masturbating, I will need an amputation.
That sounds really so silly.
If there was ever a point to stop masturbating, that may be it. Maybe. I don't know. It might not be worth it, but...
Well, think about it. Do you really want to live in a world where you can't masturbate?
I wish I did. Endless torture. Sadiq, I swear to God, you're not actually asking a question. I keep looking for your question. I don't see it. Can you repost it?
Is he talking about where he asked, where's my another episode 4? Because I don't know what you mean by that.
You know, it hurt when that kid dies in FMA. I would agree that hurt. Spoiler for FMA. Oh, that's bland enough. That's vague enough that you don't specify what you're talking about. No, God damn it, silly Willy. The second. All right, there's a delay on the stream, so I'll forgive you. God damn it.
So it's kind of funny. We're like, oh yeah, no spoilers, but then immediately a spoiler comes out.
Sadiq still hasn't posted his question.
Yeah, what the heck? I think he's just trying to like trick us. This is like a prank or some shit.
All right. You know what? I'll allow it, Silly Willy, because I'm fairly confident anyone here has seen FMA at this point. But
Yeah.
because it's FMA. But if you spoil something like spoil anything more recent, then I don't know. I'm sure I'll do something.
The best thing about college is rocking chairs.
Those exist outside of college, you know.
Do they?
Sadiq says he's posted 3 times. I have no idea what he's talking about.
It must be because it's like not going through. Oh, yeah. Now we see the problem. Maybe you shouldn't have to censor the question.
Yeah, how bad was it? We don't have like a swear thing, so you must be like violating YouTube terms of service. I don't know.
Yeah. Really? That was it?
What is the most fucked up hentai you watched? There's a series called Euphoria. I would not recommend watching it. It's like pretty graphic.
I kind of want to. Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of messed up hentai, but since you specifically said watched, I'd like to share this funny little anecdote. So, in middle school.
Oh, is this gonna be about the science class?
Science class? Oh no.
Okay, well, tell that story after.
What happened in science class?
Okay, I'll tell that story first then. So, so in one of our science classes in 6th grade, we had laptops for the class. Like the school had laptops and they gave it to us for, you know, that period. And during the class, you know, you just do whatever you want on the laptop. I mean, you had to do certain stuff, but it was a laptop. You could do whatever you want. And then so we had the class, or you know, Zero had the class. And then come lunchtime, we're all sitting down eating our lunch. The science teacher comes up, sits down next to us, and just starts eating lunch next to us. And we're just like, what's going on here? You know, is there some sort of problem, sir? And he starts talking to Zero, and he's like, so some kids have been telling me about what you were doing in my class. And we're, you know, no one knows what he's talking about. And and he says some kids said you were looking at porn in my class. And so that we talk it out. It turns out Zero wasn't looking at porn. He was just looking at Naruto pictures on Google Images. You know, those sexy Sakura pics.
Yeah.
What shows up when you look up Naruto? Is it anything bad at all? Oh yeah, look at that. That's too hot.
Here's what happened like in the actual class. I was the teacher started off, or it wasn't a teacher. There was like a sub or someone whose job it was to oversee the laptops, I guess, because that was just the era of technology we were working with. And they came to the front of the class and told us all, look, we have a big problem with kids trying to change the background on these laptops. We just don't want you to do it. Just please don't. So I was like, well, obviously that's the first thing I'm going to do. But then, you know, the people were looking. Like, the teacher was looking around to make sure everyone was doing what they were supposed to do. And I wasn't. And they saw that. So they, called me out into, you know, the hall and, took away the laptop. And I guess that's where the, rumor came from that I was looking at porn, because I got in trouble and I, wasn't allowed to use the laptop anymore.
Well, that, and also you were looking at porn.
Yeah, I was looking up those Naruto hentai quizzes on newgrounds.com.
Sakura's too hot for me, man. Did we miss any
No,
questions? I feel
we have
like I.
Taco 1010 all stream.
What's your favorite Chinese cartoon? Is that a is it like a troll question? Or are you specifically asking me? Because the only one I know of is Ping Pong. I think that's Chinese.
I don't necessarily know, or none come to mind anyway. I'm sure I do know a few.
Leon says, "Hello, Leon. Welcome to the stream. I saw your video and possibility of a chess anime. Lately, I've been thinking about a massage anime, like all the muscle and trigger points. It'd be like Food Wars.
I feel like
I see where you're going.
Avenues for sports anime.
What'd you say?
I said I feel like Food Wars has opened up so many avenues for sports anime. Like, you could pretty much make a show about anything.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays you could pitch anything and it's not as extreme as Food Wars was. So
Yeah.
it totally works. I will say, I see what you're going for. It's a bit bare bones. I'm not 100% sure what a massage anime would be, but I get what you're saying. I've been stalling because there is no good move here. Either I lose... Well, I pretty much just lose... Yeah, either I lose my knight or I lose my bishop here.
That's true. I would tell you if there was a way to get out of this, but I don't see one.
Well, now what I'm thinking is, all right, if I'm inevitably going to lose one, I should just instead let that be and make a proactive move somewhere else. But I don't.
That's the thought process.
I don't see something. I mean, I see a way to get you into check, but I don't know. That doesn't have any like long-term benefit for me.
In the chess video, I don't remember. Did I use the term "it could be like Food Wars"?
I don't think you. Maybe. Hey, Hugo says, I got an actual question for you. Have you ever went through some mental problems like schizophrenia? If so, how did you deal with it? I mean, for me specifically, nothing like super extreme like that. You know, everyone goes through like little bouts of depression, but nothing like, never been like clinically diagnosed with anything. I don't know about you, Zero.
I have also never been well, to my knowledge. They would tell you, right? I had like child therapists.
Yeah, I mean, I went through a lot of therapy, but never diagnosed with anything.
Yeah, same.
Massage Grandmaster.
I've never been diagnosed, unless, you know, I was diagnosed and they didn't tell me. But they would tell me, I think.
I would imagine that. I imagine they would, but I have no idea.
I believe you, Leon. I'm surprised I didn't make that analogy, though. Or, rather, that reference.
Would you have your chess anime be like Food Wars? I mean, listen, I like Food Wars. I like Food Wars a lot, but not everything needs to be like Food Wars.
I wouldn't, but, I mean, it's definitely an option.
All right, I'm thinking. What do I do here? What do I do? Bam. I had an abusive mom, and I've become able to become numb when I want to. That does not sound healthy, Silly Willy. I am not a therapist, but I don't think becoming numb. I mean, listen, whatever works for you, but it seems like becoming numb would just is a band-aid to the solution, but not actually a real one.
don't know. Worked for me. I do think the objective best thing to do here is take the bishop, but kinda want this knight. No, I'm gonna go for the bishop.
Twenty minute gamer says, come back after a few minutes of being gone and I see Sadiq's solution to depression. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, that is by definition a band-aid to the solution and not an actual one. I mean, that there is scientific evidence to back it up. I mean, masturbation releases oxytocin, and oxytocin can, patch depression, but makes you feel good. But that is a fleeting high, to say the least.
Indeed. But also, you do you. What about the anime or the My Hero Academia anime bores you if you enjoy the manga? Where did you stop?
PRSR says, I wish you good health, all of you. I agree with that sentiment. I personally don't struggle with any of these types of problems that you guys do, but, I wish you all the best.
I'm not saying anything because I don't wish any of you the best. And I want to make that clear.
Yeah. Anime of the year 2017. I think I've already talked about this, but I don't think you've answered. And your answer is probably similar to mine, but you did see at least Made in Abyss. My answer was I just haven't seen any of the 2017 anime. And you saw My Hero Academia and Made in Abyss.
I really hate answering these questions because I don't remember what anime comes out in what year.
That's a good point.
This is, of course, a problem I wouldn't have if I kept up with current airing anime. So I would remember, oh, that was part of the season when I watched it.
Imagine an epic scene where the villain and the hero have a showdown, and whoever hits the most trigger points in the body wins. Releasing all 7 chakras of the body under 1 minute gives you the title of Grandmaster. And that just sounds like the Neji Hinata fight from the tuning exams. I don't have to imagine it. I've seen it already.
Yeah. That was such a weird fight. They really let her get her ass whooped.
Well, they did save her,
Eventually.
And to be fair, I mean, you did sign up for that tournament with the idea of they prepped you saying you will probably die. The second exam was called the Forest of Death. I think they knew what they were getting into.
Yeah, but I mean, it was such a clearly one-sided fight. And he was clearly prolonging it and just fucking her up more. It was kind of sadistic. But, it's also anime, so.
On the note of watching up-to-date current airing anime, I've talked with Zero a little bit, and I think one of the videos that I'll be doing later on next month is you guys know how Mother's Basement does the Weebcast, where they just watch the first episode of of every airing show. Yeah, I'll basically just be I'll be doing that. I'm just gonna steal their idea pretty much. Zero can join me, but I don't know if Zero necessarily has the time to watch all of the shows. So I can say that I will almost definitely do it, and Zero might tag along, but no promises.
We can talk about.
You might just watch some.
Yeah, might just watch some.
You know what sucks, guys? The fact that I suffer from immense social anxiety. So my school had its first pep rally, and I was at the top of the bleachers, closed off from the stairs by people I didn't know, and I started crying, and I had to be carried out. Jesus, that sounds pretty intense. You were just sitting? I have never had anything that bad. I could say that definitively. That sounds like it sucks. Pretty bad.
It does sound pretty difficult to live with. Well, we do all watch anime.
Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, there was already something with us. That doesn't necessarily surprise anyone here. Let's see what happens if I do this.
Silly Willy makes a good point, you know? 2D girls are really easy to sway.
Yeah.
Let's preserve that bishop pair. This position's like a lot more even, which suggests to me that you'd probably win more games if I didn't use so many opening traps.
I'm running out of pieces that aren't pawns. Who's your waifu, everybody? I don't. Well,
what? Everyone knows my answer, so I'm gonna try to give, or maybe not everyone knows, but my answer is C2. I'm gonna try to give a less previously stated answer though. So, second best girl in all of anime.
I've been on that Sakura train since the beginning of the stream, so I kind of just feel inclined to say it, but I don't think that's my actual answer. Let me think about it some more.
I know there are other girls in anime that I thought are like pretty great, but I don't know, man.
In my favorite anime characters video, I said Alice from Food Wars.
She's pretty hot.
Any trap. God, I feel like I should have a better answer. Man, I hate anime. I don't think I've seen a single anime in my entire life.
It is a lot easier to have one of these answers prepared than to come up with one. I'm too focused on the chess game. I can't think of pretty anime girls. maybe if I Google pretty anime girls, I'll come up with
Yeah.
something.
Oh Jesus, are you okay there, buddy?
Ow!
What was
Ow!
that?
Drop my phone.
Okay, that sounded a lot more violent than just dropping your phone.
Yeah, this desk is really loud. Like, that was a bad example.
PRSR says start a Discord. You know, we've been getting requested that for a long time now.
We talked about it a lot.
Yeah, it is definitely a considerable possibility. The only reason we don't have a Discord is because there's this nagging thought, in the back of my head saying, no one cares. So that's always a worry.
Yeah, I honestly 100% believe if we had a Discord, it'd go dry in like a week. If it started up in the first place.
Dude, what anime girls have I've messaged you at some point saying like I like this character a lot, right?
Probably have. I'm sure I have too. Uh,
I still can't think of anything. I'm like just scrolling through Mal right now, trying to jog my memory. I can't.
I actually am just looking at lists of pretty anime girls.
All right, guys. Yeah, that's the stream now. Let's look up some pretty anime girls. The most beautiful female anime characters ever.
That's the one.
Asuna, Sword Art Online is the first one. All right. Well.
The list you're on, when I got to number 3, I was like, oh shit, this guy.
I am familiar with Zero too. I just even if I look up Zero too, I know what she looks like. I don't know anything about her character though, so I can't really say that.
She's not a bad choice.
I mean, she looks. She basically just looks like a combination of. Well, not even a combination. She just looks like the crazy girl from My Hero Academia, but with pink hair, and that's hot. But I don't know anything about her.
There have to be hundreds of anime girls that I've not only identified as attractive before, but actively sought out hentai of, and none of them are even.
Well, I always do. See, that's a bad set of parameters for me because as soon as I see any girl, I immediately just look up hentai of her. But are they just all waifu material? Definitely not.
That's true.
That is literally my process of I watch a new anime, then immediately open up N hentai. All right, let's look up this anime and see what's going on here.
Actually, wait. I just remember what my answer is. I'm gonna pull it up. I have to find it because I don't remember the character's name. But let me tell you, she's waifu.
What is it?
She's actually from a manga, but I'm gonna let that slide.
Second time Hinata's come up on a list.
Actually, if I could just get manga characters, that would be a lot easier.
Top 10 anime kawaii. Sorry, what was it?
Oh, that wasn't the answer, but Natsuo Ishida, the main character of Teppu, would probably be my answer if manga exclusive answers are allowed. If not,
Rem is best girl of all time. Keep scrolling. I've not seen ReZero yet, unfortunately. She's a little character like most girls in generic. She is a try to VR hentai. I'm pretty strict about my listen, no judgment, but I'm pretty strict on my no lolly rule. So that that pretty much erases 85% of all female anime characters.
You definitely shouldn't have looked at a kawaii list.
I mean, I've gone through so much already. I'm running out of lists here. To be honest, I find most actual human females to be boring. What a clinical way of putting that. I mean, yeah, if you compare a real person to a fictional character... I'm sorry, go ahead, Zero.
Interesting capitalization.
If you compare any fictional character to most real life people, they are boring. Like, the real life people are boring, but, you know.
Okay, so the girl is from Witchcraft Works, which I found out does have an anime adaptation. It's the main girl, whose name is Ayaka Kagari.
I was gonna type in the name, but I will just look it up instead. I'll look up the show instead. Ayaka. What's so great about her?
I really like her hair.
Nice. I mean, it's pretty generic in terms of like hairstyles. I'm sure you could find a different show with this hairstyle.
That's true. Okay, I guess my actual answer is probably she has that similar aloof personality.
Hold on, one is back. He says, "I'm back after puking because Sakura made me sick." Meanwhile, the current topic is our waifus, and mine is potentially Sakura. Sorry, one. It was nice to have you. We'll see you later.
Yeah, go puke some more. That girl has plot.
Man, this list has nothing for me.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite characters in the series because she's kind of just really strong and cool, which are two things that I like in a character.
Strong and cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Hold on. This doesn't check out here. 79 on Ranker's best female anime characters is Raven from Teen Titans Go, but that also looks like a picture of a transgender person.
So. Definitely not Raven to say the very least.
Peace out, PRSR.
Peace out, Purser.
My alias, I've never seen a live YouTube. I feel like I've seen your name on the live stream before. So yeah, factually incorrect.
I think it's been a while though, hasn't it?
Yeah, I haven't seen him since maybe one of the first ones. I feel like my conclusion here is that all female anime characters are inferior to my standards. You've commented on videos, but you've never been to these? Alright. Well, I do recognize the name, so I suppose it's possible that that's true. Shizuku. From Hunter x Hunter? I mean, it's not really my thing, but I guess if you're into it. If you're into short-haired Catholic girls.
I'm trying to think who the most attractive girl in Hunter x Hunter is, because I don't feel it's her, but there aren't too many female characters.
If you've seen Evangelion, who's the best girl? I have not seen Evangelion, unfortunately. I know, just shoot me in the head. Alright, let me make my chess move. It's been long enough.
I don't really know how to break open the position here. kind of just traded off a bunch of pieces, and now I am up the exchange, but
Have you ever seen Overlord Abridged by episode 1 by Team Daiguren? I have not. I don't really watch Abridged series all that much. Hoodie, your standards must be shit because of Sakura, but everyone has different opinions. So, listen, I don't actually know if I pick Sakura. I just have it's just like a, I don't know, guilty pleasure or something. I would need to rewatch Naruto to have an actual opinion. I do enjoy Sakura more than most people, but it's my love for Sakura more comes from my contrarian nature, where I'm just like, Hinata. Why is Hinata on everyone's favorite list when I think she is as bad, if not worse, than Sakura is? So that leads me to saying, if y'all think Hinata's great, then I think Sakura's great. But that's that's flawed logic and is totally just contrarian.
Silly Willy said pedo, which I don't necessarily disagree with. It probably is someone better. I also don't want to say that because it's a cat girl, and I don't need Hoodie roasting me.
No, I have nothing wrong with that. I like Blair from Soul Eater.
Hell yeah. Komugi is definitely not the pick. This girl
is that the lolly?
Nose like all the time. And yeah, she's also a lolly.
Oh Jesus! That phone dropping scares me so bad. Sounds like you just got shot.
Well, this is a dangerous town.
I don't bash Hinata. I just think she is as bad as Sakura. No, I guess your opinion. No, what's the problem is that your opinion of Sakura is so low that like is such a huge insult. But to me, it's like they're just both bad. How often do I play chess? Pretty much never. I only play Saturdays for 2 hours.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot more since we started streaming, actually. I made an account on chess.com. And I've just been playing like random people, pretty much.
Sakura was an annoying thought. I don't know.
How is Sakura a thought if Hinata's not?
I do think okay, I really dislike how the Sakura's like arc ended in terms like not counting what happens in Boruto because I haven't really seen all that much. But I don't like the fact that she ended up back with Sasuke. But other than that, like yeah, she has her bad moments, but she is as useless as Hinata is.
Well.
I'm not answering that question, Hugo. There are certain lines where I just refuse to cross.
My answer is yes and 3 buckets. It's fine if you don't repeat the question.
They can see the chat on screen in the VOD now, so they totally know what you're talking about.
Probably, but you know.
Oh, it's already 7:00. Wow, that came by really fast. All right, guys, we're gonna go for another like 5 or so minutes. I'm gonna speed through this chess game. No more thinking, just acting. Go. Part of that is supposed to be you going fast too, Zero.
Oh, right. But before we start blitzing out moves and ruining our position, I would like to point out that it's 6 pawns to 6. And I'm up the dark squared bishop, but that's it.
Oh, my alias, let me tell you, I'm Rock Lee with the leg weights right now, and time will come where I take them off and destroy Zero, but not quite yet.
Yeah.
Hinata isn't annoying. Sakura is. I mean, I do think Hinata is annoying. I think, like, for all of the first series and then the early parts of Shippuden, she was incredibly annoying.
I will say the trope of her like fainting every time she saw Naruto in part one, it definitely bugged me. I like, I could, it was weird. I had a complicated relationship with Hinata because it bugged me, but I also thought it was really cute.
Oh, look at that. I lose. Who would have guessed? Draw, though? Draw?
You can't offer a draw when we already checked. That's how that just works.
I do intend to talk about Sakura in my next. I haven't told Zero what my next video, what my next video is, but so I guess you guys have the scoop before he does. But I will talk about Sakura in it. So
I'd say I have it before them, thanks to that stream delay.
Well, no, because I told them what the video was at the beginning of the stream while you were sleeping.
Oh, never mind then.
Damn it! I didn't think. One, I hope you're not serious. But if you are, then I'll go to war with you on this. Like, Hinata is not better than Sakura. That's just facts. You could dislike both of them, but
all right, like really think about it though. They're both just characters who are entirely devoted to one guy, and that's their whole character.
Yeah, like that is all they have. So, like, the only reason to like Hinata more is that you are more attracted to her, which, I mean, that's fine, but that's no basis for, like, I don't know. I feel like that's not really a great answer for why a character is better. No one here has actually said why Hinata is actually better. They just keep repeating the fact that she is.
I will say the reason that I did not begrudge Hinata as much as Sakura, like, for most of Shippuden, up until, like, really the end, is that
Yeah, she has plot. That's all she has. All right, what were you saying, Zero?
I never understood why Sakura continued to support Sasuke, or rather, continue to love him. Whereas it makes sense that Hinata would kind of love Naruto.
Yeah, I mean that is ultimately probably the biggest reason, and that's why I say I really do hate what ended up happening with Sakura. You know, going back to Sasuke and everything. I do think that like effectively ruined her character for me. But well, ruined. I really didn't enjoy it. But if I feel like I just got to make a video about it.
Yeah, let's not save it for that 40-minute video.
Hinata actually did something. She saved Naruto's fucking life. I mean, if you want to just like Sakura helped them beat Kaguya. Like that actually happened. I know we don't like it, but that happened.
Didn't Sakura save Naruto's life more times than Hinata?
I don't remember if this was filler, but I distinctly remember Sakura actually reaching into Naruto's chest and beating his heart back to like normal heartbeat for him.
Like that, she literally kept him alive. Whereas all Hinata did was stall against Pain for a few minutes.
And I like that Hinata fight. Hinata versus Pain, like in my top 10 Naruto moments, I think I gave that like the most romantic. I had like a section for the most romantic scene in the anime, and I put that there as the best. But if we're just going like who saved Naruto the most, that would be Sakura. Her eyes, her body. So that just goes back to like the physical attributes that you like about her. Which, listen, it's fine to be attracted to her, but like when we're talking about like what's the best character, you know, the conversation needs to be a little more depthful than just I like her tits. Hinata's attraction to Naruto was based on the fact that they were similar. Sakura liked Sasuke because he was cool, not to mention Sasuke tried to kill Sakura and she stayed with him. I would agree with that last statement. I dislike that aspect of Sakura.
I'll say
hold on. I take offense to that one. Hinata did not have the best speech in the series. That goes to Gaara. I wouldn't even rate Hinata top 5.
I don't know what I think the best speech in the series is, but it goes to Kakashi.
I mean, you could give Kakashi's speech to Sasuke as number 1. I could see an argument for that.
I honestly did really like that speech, but I wouldn't say like best in the series. Or well, I don't know. It depends what speech we're talking about.
We can't hear you. I think you blocked your microphone.
I did not.
You're good now. Hinata admired Naruto's courage and strength because he was considered a failure just like her, compared to Sakura's superficial attraction to Sasuke. I think that's fair, yeah. Of the arguments, I would say that is pretty fair.
I would agree that's not an unfair argument, but like, I don't know. I definitely feel like my personal opinion is I'm not as big of a Sakura apologist as Hoodie here, but I feel like he is right. Like, the conversation's way too one-sided. The characters
like
different.
When we're talking about good characters, I'm willing to resign that Sakura is bad and Hinata is also bad. And if you really want to get into it, then maybe I'm willing to budge and say Hinata is a little better. But to call Hinata good and Sakura bad, that's blowing it out of proportion way too much. Lady Chiyo is best girl, I agree. saddest anime death scene, 100%.
I appreciate that no matter how much Silly Willy disagrees with us, he continues to just meme.
Alright guys, unfortunately we're gonna have to wind this conversation down as we close out the stream. As always, whenever I think someone has a disagreement with me, if you can make a really good argument, I would love to see it in video form on the Black Ops. If you wanted to make a Here's Why Sakura Sucks video, I'd be more than happy to hear it out. I will probably end up making a Here's Why Sakura is as bad as Hinata video. So alright boys, Zero, any last words to the people in chat?
Well, Silly Willy here says Hinata's, well, basically he describes her as the lesser of two evils. And I don't know, man. Well, I don't disagree, but like, we don't have to like choose between either of these two. There are more than two.
Yeah, if you want to talk about like the, all physical attributes aside, the best female character in Naruto, then I think you're looking at people like Tamari. You're not looking at people like Hinata, But I mean, listen, I'm not forming an actual stance here because I don't have one. But I will say my natural reaction is that Sakura is equal to Hinata, and I could see an argument for her being worse, but not by a large margin. I would make the argument that she's better, but I don't have that argument constructed right now. This stream has inspired me to write it though, so I'm not going to promise that video, but I will at least consider it heavily. If I did, it wouldn't be like a huge video. It'd probably be like a 6-minute video or something.
Anko is good. Anko, well, I don't know like how great she is, but for what we saw of her in the show, I always more or less enjoyed when she was actually getting a spotlight, except for when she,
All right,
her contribution to the Ninja War was just being like a test tube for ninjas.
I'm trying to cut Zero off. All right, I'm cutting you off now. All right, we're done. Everyone, it's been a good night. Good stream, everybody. Goodbye. Say bye.
Peace.